Today we're just having a few words about the prepper inner circle. So who is in the prepper inner circle? Well, right on your bullseye is you. Your spouse, your children, maybe the family dog. These are the people that are right in the middle. These are the people that are the core of your responsibility. The people that are the most important in your life. I know that they teach you that the mission comes first, and that's easy enough when your family is 5,000 miles away, but when they're 5 miles away or 5 minutes away, they really are your priority. I know there's a lot of diehards that won't like that I said that, but I'm just being honest. If you're a prepper, what are you prepping for? If not your family. These are the people you're trying to protect along with yourself, and these are the people that should be the most important to you above all anyone else. This is your bullseye, or number one in your prepper circle. Who is in number two? Number two is that guy or those folks that we all know from our unit. Maybe you're a fireman, maybe you're a Marine, maybe you're in a prepper group, maybe you're in a militia, maybe you have a prepper-minded brother or sister or someone else. The people you trust more than anyone else. That is to say, for example, if you're a fireman, you trust everyone in your unit. But there's always that one go-to guy that always has your back, that means more to you than anyone else, that you trust in the bullseye if they had to be. That if you had a shelter and the bombs were dropping, these would be the ones you call first and say, hey, come on. The people you trust more than anyone else in the world, outside of your immediate family. On that next circle, the third tier of that ring, is the rest of that group. Whoever it is that you're involved with. Maybe you're a policeman. Maybe you are a fireman. Maybe you are in the Army or the Marines or some other branch of the armed services. Maybe you're in a militia or a prepper group. These are the other members of your group. These are the guys you work with, train with, prepare with, who are part of your circle, but they're not in the core. As a matter of fact, sometimes, even though you may be in a militia or may be in a unit or whatever it is you're associated with, one of these guys could be somebody that you don't want to trust, but you don't know which one it is. So even though they are in the core, in the first three layers, they don't need to know what's going on in the first two. On your next layer, or four, you have your friends, you have your relatives, you have your neighbors, you have your co-workers, other people that you're associated with, affiliated with, related to, friends with, so on and so forth. And they are in the fourth ring for a reason. They don't need to know what's going on in the other three. They don't even need to know the other three even exist. These are maybes. These are all hell broke loose, a meteor just struck the earth, the supervolcano just went off, and we're 3 feet deep in ash. Do I want to bother with them? Can I trust them? Questions you need to ask yourself, and if you need to ask, you already have your answer. Friends, neighbors, even relatives, co-workers, associates do not need to know that you are a prepper at all. It could be very dangerous because it leads to the last layer, which is section 5, everyone else. Everyone else in an SHTF scenario is going to be crazy and dangerous, and you cannot trust it. Even the establishment. The outer ring, 5, everyone else, you don't even need to associate with it all. Leave them out of it. The purpose of the video is just to give you something to think about when it comes to prepping and who all needs to know and needs to be involved. Because quite frankly, even though preppers will always sit there and tell you you need to be part of a community, that community is an isolated thing. And even within that community, there are those you can trust and those you cannot. Choose who is in what circle, or in this case, a square, very, very carefully. Your life and the lives of your family may depend on it. Like I said, this is just something to think about. We hope you found it helpful. We hope it does inspire you to think and to make considerations. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any suggestions or any comments, please go ahead and put them in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.